What is going on, guys? The Nuggets just lost to the Heat, and I'm making this literally right after the game, so I don't really have any highlights or nothing. But holy shit, those refs were terrible. Okay, so let's just go by quarter. First quarter, our starters did not come out to play at all, literally at all. But then when it came to like second quarter, Christian Brown and Bruce Brown, when they came in, bro, they were the spark off the bench we needed, right? And I don't know why Jeff Green is playing so half-assed. I don't know why he's playing. Like, he plays so just half-assed. Like, I don't understand how he plays just so nonchalant, just like he doesn't hustle, he doesn't do shit, and it really pisses me off. It's the fucking fight. Like, Christian Brown was out there hustling his ass off for everything. And Jeff Green's just kind of just chilling there. He's not really doing much. Like, he's just kind of just there. I'm like, bro, can you please have some fucking hustle? Do you want a championship or no? Because it kind of seems like he doesn't want one. Second quarter. Yeah. Our bench did amazing. In the first half of the second quarter, we're up by like 12. Oh, no. Yeah, first half of the second quarter, we're up by like 12. And then we blew it, and we're up by like 5 at halftime. It was like 5 or 6 at halftime. And then, God, I don't know what it is with Denver, but to start the third and fourth quarters, we're just doing terribly. Like, I don't know what the issue is, but last game, start of the third quarter, we let the Heat go on a 7-0 run. To start the fourth quarter of last game, we let the Heat go on a 11-0 run. And then to start the third quarter, like, it was awful. It was abysmal. Like, I can't even put it into words. It was awful. And then the fourth quarter was terrible. We let them score 36 points in the fourth quarter. Like, our defense, I'm not understanding what's going on with the defense, because they're playing great defense on us, right? Like it seems like they're communicating well, and like MPJ can't get open and stuff like that. But my God, they had so many open 3-pointers. It was ridiculous. Like, I don't know if Denver thought they were just going to shoot like 0 for 10 again. And I told you, I didn't expect them to shoot that badly again. But Denver was not playing defense. They are not they're not communicating. They're not coordinating. They're not doing shit on defense. Like, they're doing little slip screens, and 2 Nuggets players are going for one guy, and the other guy's way out at the 3, wide open. I don't know what Denver's doing. If there's a slip screen, fucking talk. So, hey, if they're just slipping through, stay to your guy. That's it. If he actually sets the screen, we're going to switch. That's all you have to say. Like, slipping, like, say something, say, like, just, or whoever the back defender, say, stay, switch, stay, switch, say something. The only time that 2 players, like, go to chase one guy is if there's miscommunication. No one says anything. They're just assuming. Or the back guy's like he says stay, but then he switches. Like, I don't like. It's just miscommunication. It's literally all just miscommunication, and it's really fucking frustrating. Like, that's all it is. They need to talk. And there was one play I can't bring up because, like I said, I'm recording this right after the game, so I can't get any replays. But there was one play where Jimmy Butler drove, which he stepped out of bounds. Once again, terrible officiating in the third and fourth. In the fourth quarter, they were in the bonus within 3 minutes. Within 3 fucking minutes. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry, but then in the fourth quarter they were in the bonus within 3 minutes. In the third quarter, there was like 3 or 4 plays that the ball should have went to Denver on out of bounds, like on tips and stuff that went out of bounds. That should have went to Denver, and they called it for the Heat. It was like 2 for Jokic. And then Jimmy stepped out of bounds on 1, and they didn't call it, which led to a Vincent wide open 3. And I'm just like, are these refs just fucking blind? Are they really just not paying attention? Like, whoever the ref on the baseline is, he just was not paying attention. There were some calls that would happen right underneath the hoop that the sideline officials are calling. And the baseline officials just fucking sitting there not calling anything. And then when they show the replay, they show that Jokic got hacked. I think it was Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon got hacked. And the announcers are like, it's kind of weird how the sideline officials calling that and not the one right there at the baseline. Like, why isn't the baseline official calling anything? And every single one of his calls were going for the Heat. Is that not weird? Like, and then like I said, on the baseline, Jimmy Butler stepped out of bounds and they didn't call it. So it's a little bit sus that the refs were doing that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit concerned about that. I'm like, they're just, it's like the two sideline officials, I couldn't complain. It was more the baseline official. He was doing terribly. Like, good God, he was just blind. I think it was the ball official. I don't know, but the baseline one was just doing terrible. And I don't understand what was I don't get it, dude. The refs just were, because if Jimmy Butler, if they would have called that where he stepped out of bounds, that negates 3 points. It would have been overtime. Like, I know obviously it doesn't like add up, equate like that, but they wouldn't have had 3 extra points. Like, it's just. And then, yeah, there was 1 or 2 where, like, it went off of the Heat player. Like, Jokic went for a rebound and Adebayo hit it out. And they called the ball for the fucking Heat. I'm like, he hit it out. How are you going to hit the ball out of bounds and then say it's there? Like, what? So I'm just, like, the officials just were not, I don't know if they're trying to, like cover up for, like, the 20 free throws that Denver shot last game. That's because last game, Miami was not attacking. This game they did better at attacking, but like last game they weren't attacking. Jimmy Butler was not being aggressive, which reminds me, there were some phantom calls for Jimmy Butler. God, by God, dude, that dude could fucking flail around and they're gonna call it every fucking time. But Jokic or Aaron, like half the time Aaron Gordon goes up, he gets hacked and no fucking call. But Jimmy Butler pulls up, like there was that last one, we had that floater, that last one. Aaron Gordon didn't even fucking touch him. And they call a foul. And then there was one where Jokic was driving in on Vincent around the wing, and he didn't shoulder him, but he lowered his shoulder and started to drive, and Vincent slides over and just falls, and they call an offensive foul. Like, the refs were just fucking awful. There's no, like, it was like 3rd and 4th quarter, 1st and 2nd. I'm like, you know, it's whatever. But the 3rd and 4th were just, it was abysmal. It was. Like, I even tweeted, like, there needs to be some investigation or some shit, because those calls were ridiculous. We need to switch the refs out or something, because they were not there. I'm going to rant about the refs because they were shit. 100%, they were shit. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. And it just amazes me how they can't review out of bounds play. Like, balls that go out of bounds, how they can't review it. Because they should have reviewed half of them. And it would have went back to Denver. It wouldn't have been to Miami. But no, and I bet you, I'm willing to bet money that if one of those loose balls, it went like that, at least for this game, and it was called for Denver, and Miami threw a pissy fit, they would have switched the calls. I'm willing to bet money. This game just had the stench of the refs wanted Miami to win the entire time. It was just terrible. Like especially in the 3rd and 4th quarter, you could just tell. Like, okay, Duncan Robinson, he caught fire. That foul on Jamal Murray was pretty sus, though. Like, Jamal Murray went around him. It didn't even look like he touched Robinson, and they called an and one. I'm like, Jamal Murray didn't even touch him. Like, so that's just what I mean. KCP, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. He obviously fouled Kyle Lowry on that 3-point attempt at the end, and he was like, and it's pissing me off, because what I've noticed from KCP, he's trying to do too much of that stripping shit that he does not need to fucking do. Half the time he just needs to be between his guy and the hoop and go up to contest a shot. But instead, he's like on the side trying to swipe down, and when he misses, that leaves a wide open layup for Butler, whoever it is he's guarding. And it's really frustrating me. Like, KCP, just stay fucking disciplined and stop trying to swipe down every goddamn time. Play good deal. Stay between your guy and the ball. All right, like that's it. And yeah, dude, just the stupid thought. And then Bruce Brown, man, I'm telling you, he has these plays that are just idiotic fucking plays. Like, he's not a natural. I don't know what position he naturally should be in. Not a point guard, because good God, that guy like dribbled off his own fucking foot once, and then he went to catch the ball, went right through his fucking hands. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? It's just like little stupid shit like that. And I've been saying this since the end of the season. It's almost every fucking game he does this. There's 1 or 2 plays where it just goes through his hands, or just he dribbles it off his foot, or he just loses the ball. I'm like, Bro, what are you doing? Do you not get paid millions of dollars to practice? Like, Jesus Christ, you had the best trainers. Like, come on. Christian Brown did amazing. There's nothing I can knock about that guy. He played, like, I swear to God, if the starters played with the intensity that Christian Brown came in and did, we'd be dominating. But it's like the starters, like, they're just, like, man, it's just Miami. And I'm saying, don't fuck around with Miami. You've seen them beat the Bucks. You've seen them beat the Celtics. Like, don't stop fucking around. Go out there and play as if you actually want to fucking win the game. As if we're in the NBA Finals. Jamal Murray had 10 points before he had that little mini flurry, which, by the way, was way too fucking late. I had zero confidence they were going to come back. Zero. And you want to know why? Because we couldn't get any fucking stops. We could not get any stops. If we're down and we're trying to come back, you need to get stopped. We can't just trade baskets. So when Aaron Gordon hit that three, and then, you know, I think Jamal Murray hit a three, and then Jokic hit a little 2-pointer, I'm just all like, so they go down, and I think, like, Jimmy Butler had that phantom fucking foul call. That was ridiculous. I'm telling you, that guy, like, I respect Jimmy, but god damn does he flop like a motherfucker. Like, he really does. It's ridiculous. As soon as he feels a little bit of contact, he's just flailing. He's doing like the James Harden shit of old, and the refs are falling for it every fucking time. But Jokic is legit getting hacked. Or there was like one of the first plays where Aaron Gordon went up. There were two guys around him, and like they fucking foul him, but no call. It's like, you're gonna call these bullshit calls for like Jimmy flailing Butler, but you're not gonna do actual fouls when like Jokic gets hit or Aaron Gordon gets hit or something. It's just. But let's be real, Aaron Gordon can't make his fucking free throws. God damn, he had two free throw attempts. I missed both. No joke, I swear I almost broke my fucking table because I punched it. I punched my table so fucking hard. I'm like, what are you doing? Make your fucking free throws. There's no one between you and the hoop. Just make your, like, oh my God. And I've been bitching about Aaron Gordon making his free throws for fucking ever. All right, so that's an irritating thing. Jokic did great. He needs fucking help. Because Jamal Murray didn't show up, like I said, and he had 10 points before like the last 3 minutes of the game, and then he ended up with 18. But that little run they went on at the end was way too late. They needed to do that at like the 5-minute mark, or they didn't. They decided to do it at like the 2-3 minute mark. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys? And that wouldn't have bothered me if they would have got stops, but they didn't. They could not get any fucking stops. And it's not even like the Heat were doing any insane, crazy plays. It's the same shit that everyone does. Do a little pick and roll, and then if Adebayo's open, they're just going to dish it to him. Like, it's a simple pick and roll. Or like some guy running around screens, and the Nuggets just were not communicating. It baffled me. It's like they didn't want to fucking play. Am I worried about the series? Only if the Nuggets don't get their heads out of their asses, then yeah. But the Nuggets have shown they could win on the road. They've won on the road in Minnesota. Oh wait, or did they? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So they won on the road in Minnesota. They finished the series in Phoenix, and they finished the series in LA. So they could get road wins. Right? The series obviously isn't over. I think it's still gonna go 5 games. Like, now this might even hamper it down to 6, but the Nuggets could get road wins. So I just needed to play with some type of fucking urgency. That's really it. Like, they came out so lackluster. I have 2 tabs open. Hold on, because I got to go through some stats here that just really just fucking irk me. Let's see. I'm trying not to be like super fucking angry. Because once again, like I said, the rest were just shit. Like those 2 or 3 possessions that could have went to Denver instead of Miami. That should have went to Denver instead of Miami. And the one where Jimmy Butler stepped out of bounds. That's a good 2 or 3 possessions for Denver where the Heat probably scored. I know that he scored on the one where Jimmy Butler stepped out of bounds. That, you could have taken away 3 points right there and give another position to Denver. Like, those are big fucking no calls or wrong calls. And surprisingly, there were times where Jeff Van Gundy was even like, that's not a foul for Denver, which is weird because he always, for some reason, argues against Denver. This is going to be a long video. I'm just letting you guys know. So, yeah, Miami scored 36 points in the 4th quarter. Can't have that. Oh, God, who I want to talk about? Okay, KCP play like shit. We all know. His defense, I don't know what he's a good, it's disappointing because he's a good defender. But, God, dude, and he flops. I mean, I'll admit it, he fucking flops like a motherfucker, and it bugs me sometimes. Because when he flops, he'll lay on the ground and just wait. Like, if you fall, get the fuck back up, dude. It didn't fucking work, get up. Don't sit there and just Get up. What are you doing? The game is still fucking going. They didn't blow the whistle. Get up and do something. So that shit irritates me. Let's talk about MPJ. Because boy am I disappointed in MPJ. He didn't score too much last game, but he played great defense. This game he did not play. Dude should have sat out the entire game. He had 5 points. 5 points. 0 assists, 6 rebounds. Let me go to his stats. Because I rarely do this, but I needed to because he shot 2 of 8, 1 of 6 from 3-point range. 1 of 6. Last game he shot like 1 of 7, 2 of 7. Or like 3 of 7, like 3 of 8, something. He was way below his average. MJ needs to wake the fuck up. He needs to wake the fuck up. If you're not going to come out to play, then fucking stay home. Like, why are you even, like, shit, Christian Brown has given us more fucking value minutes than you are. And on the one play where Jimmy stepped out of bounds, the reason why Vincent was so open is because for some fucking reason, MPJ is trying to stop Butler when there's already like Jokic and Aaron Gordon pushing him out of bounds, and MPJ feels the need to come in at a third guy at the baseline when his guy is at the wing. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I don't, like, if you guys could rewatch that play where Jimmy stepped out, I can't give you the timetable, but it was like third or fourth quarter. But yeah, Jimmy Butler's he's driving from one corner to the other one. So Aaron Gordon is pushing him baseline. Jokic is also there to stop him because he's in the middle. He's in the key. So Jimmy steps out of bounds, and for some reason MPJ is like between the key and the 3-point range, because it's going Aaron Gordon, Jokic. Yeah, Aaron Gordon, Jokic. It might be backwards when you get the screen. So Aaron Gordon, Jokic, KCP way out here, and MPJ just tries to go in the middle, like right there. When Jimmy Butler's like between these two guys. Jimmy Butler's like right there, right? Okay, so Aaron Gordon, Jokic, Jimmy Butler. And he's going that way, right? So for some reason, MPJ is like right here when his guy's at the wing. Like, we need to have 4 guys on Jimmy Butler when he's running out of bounds. Like MPJ just went just stupid. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. Stay on your shooters. What are you doing? Like, I would have subbed him out real fucking fast. That's your guy. Why are you going to go help when Aaron Gordon already has help with Jokic guarding? And then KCP's in that corner watching his guy, which he should have been doing, which is correct. And MPJ's just there. I'm like, what are you doing? So yeah, they're the Heat shot well, but a lot of it was just miscommunication on our end, and that's the most frustrating fucking thing. It's like even Coach Malone was telling them during the timeout in the first quarter, like, the offense will come, but we cannot have defensive collapses. Like, wake up, guys. We cannot have defensive collapses for 3 wide open threes at the beginning of the fucking game. And that's what was happening all throughout. It was miscommunication. They weren't playing defense. I'm like, guys, what are you doing? Like, why aren't you guys just decide not to show up? Like, guys, think oh, we won game 1. Well, we're gonna win game 2. Knock that shit off. I need to see intensity the entire fucking. We literally now have to play 3 more games. If you just hustle for 4 games, you guys could have been done. Champions could have been done. If you just play with the same fire and intensity Christian Brown did, dude, we'd be dominating. Or Aaron Gordon did in the first quarter of the first game. Aaron Gordon fucking was damn near no-show. I guess he had 12 points, but he was nowhere near aggressive as he was the last game. I don't know why. Like, he wasn't aggressive. MPJ has literally just hasn't been doing shit. That dude cannot shoot, and he cannot buy a fucking basket with his millions of dollars. With his max rookie extension, he can't buy a fucking basket. He had a wide open 3, bricked it. I'm like, MP, what are you, are you nervous? What's going on, dude? Because you do know that we need you, right? Jokic cannot be scoring. Jokic had 41. The next guy was Murray with 18. Someone needs to help Jokic. That's really all it is. It's just that's all it is. Murray didn't do shit. Like I said, until the three minutes left in the game, which was way too fucking late. I don't even care. If we're down by 11 or 12. If we're trying to make a comeback, you got to start a little bit sooner than 3 fucking minutes. And if you do start at 3 minutes, that's fine. but get some fucking stops, which you did not do. So I'm just like, we can't keep trading or else we're gonna lose. So I'm just baffled, dude. Like, no one came out to play. We deserve this L. Besides the refs playing like shit, like the way we played alone, we deserved an L. But the refs were shit. The refs were just shit. Like I said, I don't know if they were trying to like compensate for like the amount of the free throw gap, like they heard people talking, because the refs were shit. I'm sure you can see that the free throws were even this game, but like I said, it was not just the free. It was like the out of bounds plays. Those calls that aren't going to show up on the stat sheets. Jimmy Butler stepping out of bounds. The two plays, one where Adebayo hit it out, and then the other one, I don't know if it was Vincent or Strauss, but he hit it out of bounds like when Jokic was dribbling it down, and they called it both for Miami. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys calling? So like, yeah, like our play alone, our defense was sus as fuck. Like our defense, like though how open they were, and then it's like all like Jamal Murray and them, they're just like jumping, flying past them. I'm like, what are you doing? Like why are you flying past him, dude? Like just run up, act like you're gonna jump, and then don't jump. Stay on the, like Christian Brown. He was not jumping, and they're pump faking a lot. They're not going for the initial shot. They see a guy sprinting at them. They're not really going for that initial shot. They're pump faking a lot. And for some reason, like KCP and Jamal Murray, they're like flying right past him. I'm like, what are you doing? Christian Brown didn't jump. Sure enough, they pump fake, and Christian Brown's still there. Didn't move. And then he's in good defensive position because they didn't shoot that first shot. That's what they've been doing. But for some reason, we're just flying past him. I'm like, what are we doing? Like, come on, guys. Like you can't expect them to shoot 0 for 10 or whatever again. I knew they weren't going to, but I also thought MPJ was going to fucking show up. Apparently not. Apparently MPJ is just, I really don't know what he's doing. I really don't know. He didn't do anything on defense this game. He didn't do anything on offense this game. I wish I could see the plus minus, because God, if he's not negative, I'm going to be pretty pissed, because he played like shit. That was my longest video because I'm that heated. So I do give credit to the Miami Heat. They did shoot really well. I don't want to talk too much shit because I do respect the Heat. This is why I'm so mad, because I respect the Heat, and I feel like the reason why they won is because of Denver's collapses, their defensive collapses, and it's not even really it wasn't really the Heat. It was more like Denver destroying them or ourselves. I gotta say, Denver, like we were destroying ourselves. That's what's so frustrating, is that we just were not talking on defense. We did not come out to play. And it was like we didn't respect the Heat. I'm like, no, you need to respect the fucking Heat, dude. Like, come on, they've been here. Like, Spoelstra's, to me, is one of the top, if not one of the best coaches, if not the best coach in the league. I have so much respect for Spoelstra. I'm scared of Spoelstra and I'm scared of Butler. Like, we need to respect the Heat. I don't know what Denver, like, and I'm just like, guys, it's the finals. We need to play aggressive. Like, I don't get how they could come out just playing so lackluster. Jamal Murray wasn't shooting as much. Aaron Gordon wasn't playing as aggressive. MPJ, fuck that guy. I don't know. I just bought his jersey. That was a mistake on mine. I should cancel that pre-order. Fuck. But it just weren't playing aggressive, man. And their defensive laps, like I said, like I could blame the loss on the refs, which I do a little bit because it was such a close game, and those calls really do, like when it's a close game like that, they really do like sway. Like I said, they could have been the Jimmy Butler one where Vince hit that 3, so minus 3 points, and then 2 possessions that went to the Heat. They could have went back to Denver, so they had more chances at scoring. It could have been a big swing. Like that's all I'm saying. Like, so the refs, fuck the refs. They were terrible. Jesus Christ, fuck those refs. Well, NBA gonna find me? Fuck those refs. They were awful. Jesus Christ. But it's like the Nuggets did not respect the Heat, and that's what pisses me off. All right, go in like you're gonna play, like you want to fucking play. Don't sit there and be like, oh, they're an A seed, blah blah blah. Don't disrespect them like that. All right, they made it to the finals. Everyone was saying the Nuggets are gonna sweep them. I didn't think they're gonna sweep them. I told you guys, like I have too much respect for Jimmy Butler to say they're gonna sweep. So I wanted to say 5, maybe 6, but Nuggets are gonna win either way. With the home loss, it's kind of alarming, but like I said, we've won on the road before, so I'm not too worried because we can win on the road. Like we've done it before multiple times. And the Heat, we all know with the Celtics, have lost games on their home court, so it's not like they're invincible, you know. So it's just, dude, it's just frustrating because it was our own fault. we weren't, our defensive game was not there. And it was the most frustrating thing because the Heat players should not have been that wide open. They were wide open. And like I said, you can't expect them to miss the 0 for 10 again. It's a new game, a new day. They're going to keep shooting, dude. Like, come on. Like, it's a different day. Play defense. That's all I'm at. Like they gotta, when they go to practice, they need to toughen, like, think defense first. Because holy shit, I don't understand how they were leaving, like, Strus, and I think Strus came out like firing. Like, he was on fire. And I'm just like, why is he wide open? Anyone who plays basketball, anyone knows if there's a guy on, like, if I know there's a guy that's on fire, I tell whoever's guarding him, if it's me, I'm sticking to him. I'm not moving. And wherever he goes, I'm going. It's kind of like the Curry thing, where guys are chasing Curry around. It's like that. How is he wide open? He's the only one torching us right now. But we're leaving him, like, no joke, like 10, 15 feet of distance between him and the defender. I don't know what's happening. How is this? Why is he that wide open? So, yeah, man, it's disappointing. Props to the Heat. It's just disappointing because it seemed like we defeated ourselves with the defensive schemes. Because we let them shoot. We let the Heat shoot, dude. Like, and I don't know why. They could obviously shoot. They made it to the finals. Like, I don't know why they're just leaving guys wide open and shooting threes. I really don't. We just defeated ourselves. Fuck the refs. Big fucking time. But congrats to the Heat. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I'm not, like, I know it sounds like I'm blaming a lot on the refs. But it's kind of, I don't know how to describe it. It feels like I'm disappointed because we beat ourselves. Like, part of me is all like, if I could have two me's, like, one's all like, fuck the refs. I'm not gonna say we lost because of them. It's just they had some big fucking stupid calls. I swear to God, I want an investigation or some shit because those calls were terrible. But then like the majority of me is just like the 80% of me is like, we just beat ourselves. We really did. The 20% of me is like, fuck those refs. Like, they should just fucking get fired. They're terrible. But the other 80%, like I said, is just like, we just lost. We literally just beat ourselves. Like, we going all cocky and arrogant. Jamal Murray needs to fucking do something. Like, I'm sorry, but you're supposed to be the Batman and Robin duo, peanut butter and jelly, and you did not show up. You just did not. I'm sorry, but that's just you did not show up. And you guys can't say you came out at the end. It doesn't fucking, we lost. If he would have had his normal, like the 25 points, we would have won that game. Because that's an additional 7 more points. We would have won that game. Bad calls and all. Jamal Murray would have just shown up. Or if MPJ would have got like his 16, 17 points, we would have won. Like KCP, I don't expect to score, but MPJ and Murray, I do. I expect you guys to fucking score. And you weren't. And you weren't playing that great a defense either. So I don't know what you guys were there for. So, well, Jamal Murray, I know why. I wouldn't disrespect Jamal Murray that much. But MPJ, I love the guy, but holy fuck, why are you there? Okay, I gotta end it. It's already almost, this is my longest video to date. I'm just so heated, dude. Like, just the idiocy, the idiocrity, is that a word? I don't know. I want to say mediocrity. The defensive end was just abysmal. Like, we did not take pride in the defense. We let them shoot. If you're gonna let the Heat shoot, they're gonna win. And that's how it was. So, ending the video, I highly believe that Denver will win one of the games in Miami. We'll probably come back 2-2. It'd be great if we could win both in Miami. We did that with LA. So we could do it. Like, I honestly think we could win at least one. It might come back series tied 2-2. I hope not. I'm hoping we can win the next two. Hopefully the refs aren't shit. But yeah, man. So that's gonna be it for me, guys. Sorry about the rant. I'm just so pissed about the refs. More disappointed in Denver's lack of communication on defense. Fuck. What a rant. Probably gonna get a lot of hate for this one.